Hi guys, my name's Scott Bickley. I'm the president of the National Pajero Club. Today, following Luke Rutten, I'm going to do a bit of a walk around the mighty VICPAJ, which most of you would know from the bright orange colours that shows up on your wall most of the time. So what we'll do, we'll start at the front end. Beginning at the front, I've got the ARB bar, Mars Performance headlights, cheap eBay spotlights with a mean mother winch which has packed it in. I'm probably in the next month I'm going to be going with one of our club sponsors, which will be a 12,000 pound carbon winch that'll be getting put in the front, so I'm ready for when we can finally get back out there. I went the Ironman curved light bar because it's the slimmest one we could get and it sits on top. On front of that I run an RFI antenna for the UHF. Found it really good, the range is good, it's a 6.6 decibel. Up front, a little cheeky addition is an Anderson plug. That gives me external power so I can run my compressor, lighting, anything else that I want up front. Then we'll take a quick peek inside the engine bay. Mine's relatively stock. It's just the internals have been beefed up with ceramic pistons and the likes. When I had it rebuilt after I split a piston when I had an injector let go. Now in this one, I run a triple battery setup. So I've got big yellow top, which takes care of the winch and my main electronics. Little 50 amp hour, that takes care of my awning lights and the interior power, USB ports, etc. Of course, I've got breathers tucked away. Now we'll walk down the side a bit. As you can see up top, Rhino rack, flat rack. I've got a Darchi 270 on one side. Max tracks up on top, which I haven't had to use yet, but they're always there. Reverse lights. Now I've just put this on. This is a Darchi 2.5 metre by 2.5 metre awning that comes out the driver's side. Safari snorkel. Now we'll get down to the nitty gritties. The wheels and tyre combo, I run a KMC Rockstar 17 by 8 POS 20 wheel with the Kumo MT51 mud terrains. The reason I picked the KMCs is you can see that you can unscrew the orange section and I can change the wheels to suit, well, my spare is a different type. It's just a matter of unscrewing them and I can put different profiles on the wheels. It's like having a new set of wheels, I just have to change the profile. I went with the Rhino rack because of its weight. Out of the box it was about 4.5 kilos, so it was nice and light to throw up on the roof. Easy, and it's tough as nails, so yeah, with the amount of kilometres I've done, it's held up really well, and yeah, really happy with it. What I'll do, I'll show you in the back. As you can see with the KMC wheels, I can run a beadlock style. Basically I can change the style of the wheel whichever way I choose. I've got some hardcore lighting. There's reverse lights, more Mars Performance tail lights. They're red hot, they look really good. In the back, drop down table. Got all our plates, all that sort of stuff, perfect for touring. Got heaps of LED lighting in the back. Now my draw system was custom built by Full Bore Forby Drawers. They did a red hot job. They built it custom to suit, well, actually had it built to suit the fridge, which we run a Snowmaster 66 litre dual zone has its own remote, so I can monitor everything from up the front. Also run a 120 amp hour full river battery tucked in underneath the floor. Along with the BC DC little 1220 red arc fuses. I've got a few cigarette ports that are tucked away in behind this panel here, just to give me any extra external power that I might need. We've really set it up for the long range touring aspect, which we clocked over 30,000 kilometres last year. That's just in touring, four-wheel driving, club runs. Now, I'll give you a quick peek in the back. I do have, one of the main things is the roof console with the 18.6 inch DVD player for the kids. Keeps them amused while we're doing our thing. Now up the front, I've got a 10.1 inch Android head unit. That has tyre pressure monitoring, it's got a dash cam, all that's part of it, so it looks after itself, so to speak. All my switches, lights, awning lights, I've got my battery monitor just there. I've got the SAS double gauge pod. I run EGT, boost, oil pressure and oil temperature, just to make sure after I blew the last motor, I kind of want to look after this one. Now I run a Uniden full DIN. This is mid-range, but it really does the job for what we want. It gives me a chance to communicate with on the club runs, but not also with the range of the 6.6. It allows me to. I've got about 30 k's range on the flat that I can, get updates on from truckies and so forth on where we're headed and how we're looking. That's about it for the inside. Now the underside. I run Dobinson 400 kilo springs in the rear with Peters shocks. I've also banged in, I think they're 15mm spacers, just to try and keep it sitting level with the amount of weight we carry. Up front, extra heavy duty Dobinson springs with Dobinsons. They're a top of the range, well, they are the remote reservoir shocks. I've just had the remote reservoirs taken off. Slotted and dimpled brakes all round, which I don't really do much mud running, so they're perfect for what we do. It just gives us a bit of extra braking power. Under the front, full Booz bash plates. Now, the guys at Booz, they did me a custom one because I've been with them pretty much since the beginning. Great guys to deal with, great plates. Best getting around, bang for buck. You can't go wrong. The issue I have with that plate, of course, is that it doesn't let any air to the intercooler, so I do struggle with EGTs, even with the big exhaust. I'm running a Scott's Rods 3-inch exhaust. Now it's a race exhaust. I also did a muffler delete, so it is obnoxiously loud. Aside from that, the bits you can't see, I have done a petrol diff swap. So it now runs the 4.3 gearing just to take care of those 33-inch tyres. All electronics. One hell of a tourer. As you can see, I have got some scrub damage. It's not a picture perfect car. It does get used and abused, well, quite often. It's a shame that we're in lockdown, otherwise we would have been over in Tassie by now, so we're really just chilling out. I think I've covered most of it. If you do have any other questions, just ask away up on the Instagram page or on the National Pajero Inc. page. Thank you for your time.